Hi everybody, and welcome back to this week's vlog, and welcome to Westerham, which is in Kent. Now today I'm going to be taking you around what I consider to be the very hardest hour-long loop in the region. Now there are 5 big categorised climbs on this route and an extortionate amount of total climbing. I'm going to be linking this route to Strava as well, and the competition for this week is going to be to see who can go around my loop the fastest, with the winner getting a set of Cycling Weekly kit. And I'm going to also announce last week's winner for the competition at the end of this vlog as well. It's about time I get out on the road and hit the first climb. Now that's only 200 meters down there, and it's a long first climb, so better get the old heart rate up. See you on the road. Right, so we're a mere 300 meters into this ride, and we're already going uphill. This is HOSEY Hill. It's 1.7k and an average gradient of 4.9%. Now on the top it flattens off a little bit. Most of the climbing's done at the bottom where it's real steep, so it's one we need to get the effort out early. Hard little hill to get the heart rate up straight away. Now this route, as I said, it has got so much climb on it. For what you normally have as an average speed around here, you can expect to have far less on this loop we're doing today. As I said, 5 categorised climbs, loads of climbing. So if you're heading to the Alps this summer, then it's a good route to do. Right, so we're coming to the top of HOSEY Hill now. That was 1.7k done. I mean, it was quite steep at the bottom, but remember this is the first of 5. So you want to pace yourself. You don't want to go out too hard. You need to save some for the end, because the hardest climbs are the last few. So pacing, 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 like I've reinforced in many videos before this one. Right, so I'm at the start of the second KOM. This is the start line right here. It's 2.1 Ks at an average gradient of 7.4%, and it's Toys Hill. The start is very gradual, as you can see, but it gets steeper and steeper, with the top section well in excess of 10%. So pacing is absolutely key on this one if you don't want to blow up at the top. Not looking forward to this one. It's one of the hardest ones on the circuit, this. Ooh, pacing, pacing, pacing. Now, as you can see by my speed, we're here on the very steepest part of the climb right now. I mean, this is well in excess of 15%. It just ramps up right at the end. So if you run out of gas, you'll literally come to a standstill. So it's important to hold a little bit back, so you can do an anaerobic effort on this last 90 seconds. Judging by my heavy breathing at the end there, how important pacing is. I mean, pacing the climb itself is so important. It's shallow at the start, gets steeper and steeper. So don't be fooled by the average gradient of 7.4%. It's way harder than just a very gradual, consistent gradient. The bottom, 3 or 4%, and by the top, you're looking at 15 plus. So it is absolutely savage. And as I said, this is only the second climb out of 5. For your whole ride, you need to make sure that even after this climb, you've not blown your gasket just yet. Got a lot to look forward to, or well, I should say, not look forward to. Well, your legs won't look forward to anyway. See you at the bottom. Number 3. So we're now on Ide Hill from Sundridge. I mean, this is our 3rd climb. We're actually on Church Road at the moment, which joins to Ide Hill. Now this is at 1.9 kilometers and an average gradient of 4.7%. Now it's a real steady gradient, so pacing is fairly easy on this one. So about halfway up Ide Hill now. It's actually quite nice. to have a fairly easy one in the middle. I say it's easy, it's quite long. Still goes up the same amount of vertical meters as the rest of them. And we're essentially just going up and down the same valley through different routes, so it's constant climbing. I mean, to put it into context, my average speed at the moment, I mean, admittedly, I have been doing a little bit of filming as well. It's about 24, 25k an hour. I expect you lot will be absolutely flying around here, and I can't wait to see what times you do. Got a tailwind as well, just flipping between headwind and tailwind the whole day, going from north to south to north to south. It's just relentless. Feeling good though. Right, so we got to the top of Ide Hill, and I found this beautiful place to chill. I mean, like, check this out. It's probably one of the nicest places in the whole of Kent, right on top of the hill. So the only way you can go from here is down. I mean, this is the 3rd climb out of 5 complete. It's a nice, steady one halfway through. So pacing is fairly easy in this one, nothing very steep. I've now got 2 more climbs. Like I said, a descent now, and then we're gonna head up back over the valley for the 4th time, same valley ridge, up and over all the climbs in the area. Now the last hill, this is the steepest yet, so save yourself for this one. See you on the road. Right, so we're just at the bottom of our 4th climb, Crockham Hill. It's 2.6k with an average gradient of 4.8%. Now this is the longest out of the 5. It's steep at the top. Like a lot of the climbs around here, it's gradual and it just gets steeper and steeper and steeper. I'm going to stop yapping and I'm going to get on with the climb. God, I don't think there's any danger of me going over 30 miles an hour up here. I wish. I mean, I'm about halfway up at the moment, about to get to the steep bit, so I'm going to fully expect myself to be in my bottom gear. Right, so we're coming up to the last climb, White Lane. Now this starts off Titsy Hill. I mean, Titsy Hill itself, I've never been a massive fan of. It's a really big main road climb, and it's real steep. Make sure you save your best legs for last. Right, so there we go, that's the circuit done. I mean, it was a little over an hour for me. I mean, it completely depends on how fast you go. So I'm looking forward to seeing how fast you guys can go around that, with the fastest man and woman getting a set of Cycling Weekly kit each. So I'll be on Strava checking them rides out. So in the comment section, post a link to your Strava ride so I can check it out, and we'll have a little bit of a leaderboard. Now, before I close out this vlog, I need to announce the winner for last week's competition, who's going to win a month of free coaching with me. Now, the question was, what is your best hack for packing your bike when you're going to take it away? Now, there were lots of great answers, but my favourite one came from Michael Adamu, I hope that's how I pronounce it. He uses his wife's cushions, old cushions without the covers on them, to protect his bike in his bike bag or box. Now, I think that's a wicked answer. I'm not sure your wife will be overly pleased with it, but nevertheless, I think if you can get away with it, then that's a wicked hack, and well done for winning that. So contact Cycling Weekly via our email, which is in the link below, or in the description below even. Or if you want to find me on social media, whether it be on Twitter, Facebook or Instagram, send me a direct message and we can start chatting about your training and what goals that you want to complete. So I look forward to chatting to you, Michael. For this week, the vlog is out, over and done with. So if you enjoyed it, make sure to give it a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and here is a little bit of a heads up, because on Thursday make sure you tune back into Cycling Weekly, because we have our Paris-Roubaix recon. It's gonna be a wicked video. I cannot wait to show it to you guys, so make sure to tune back in a couple of days and let me know what you think. Have a good one, guys. See you later.